Oh, hello dear. Welcome to the Wand Shop. Yes, it is a very self-explanatory name. We've been in business for several hundred years, and I expect that the original owner was either very business savvy and wanted to make it very obvious what we do here, or perhaps he was simply uncreative and called it the Wand Shop. But in any event, we are the Wand Shop, so there's no questions or wondering what we do or what we sell here. We sell wands, and many of them, as you can see by the many boxes I have behind me containing wands. We've been, as I say, in business for several hundred years. We are makers of fine wands, and we sell new wands and used wands, and we also can custom make wands for you. So while we have many pre-made wands that might meet your fancy, we have quite a few techniques that we can use for making a custom wand to really suit your specific magical talents. And again, we are the Wand Shop, so it is a good name because you never have to wonder where you're going to go to get your next wand. You of course go to the Wand Shop. Now, have you been with us before here? Oh, well then, you're in for a real treat. So, are you buying this wand for yourself, or is it going to be a gift for someone? Okay, is this your first wand purchase, or have you owned wands before? Okay, excellent. Are you interested in new wands or used wands? They can always be kind of interesting to get a used wand, because each sorcerer leaves some of their magical residue in the wand, and using a wand that belonged to another sorcerer kind of gives you a little bit of access to that. Sometimes it gives you a window into their soul a little bit, to see how they used the magic, so that's always a fun thing. And of course, we can always custom make one for you if that's more of what you're looking for. Just the new ones? Okay. What is your specific magic style? Are you more of a light magic practitioner, or do you lean more toward the dark arts, or do you dabble somewhere in between, a little bit of a grey area, some good spells, some maybe not so nice spells for the, irritating neighbour or whatever. Nothing that, is really going to harm someone, but definitely on the darker end of the spectrum. Do you dabble in between, or are you more one or the other? Okay. And do you have any wood preferences? Yes, we have most types of wood. We have ash, oak, thorn, willow, a lot of the fruit woods. We have apple, we have peach, we have plum, we even have some pear. They're a little bit more brittle, but pear ones are kind of cool shaped. We have your hickory, we have your walnut, your butternut, pretty much every type of wood you could want. We do carry at least one wand in those types of wood. So do you have a particular preference? Alright then, why don't we get to it? I'll just start pulling out some wands, and I'll tell you a little bit about their construction, and you can look at them and, test them out, get a feel for them, and just kind of see which one speaks to you, and we'll just keep going until you find a one that speaks to you. It's always an interesting process when you're purchasing a wand, because of course some people, the first one they get, that's immediately it, makes fireworks and they're just one with the wand. But some people it takes, quite a few. I think the longest sale I ever had was about 2 years ago, and somebody went through 98 wands, and finally the 98th was the one that really spoke to them. So that's why it's good to have so many different wands on hand. So just start going through the wands, and when you find one that speaks to you, just let me know and you can purchase that one, because like they say, the wand chooses the wizard. or the witch, or the sorcerer, or the sorceress, or the enchanter, or the enchantress, or the mage, or whatever title you go by. So just start going through the wands, and you can tell me which one speaks to you. All right. So this first wand here, this is an oak wand. It is 21 inches long. It's made out of a very nice solid piece of oak, so you don't have to worry about it being too flimsy. It's not going to break very easily on you. It features an acorn, a gilded acorn on the end, which of course, being an oak tree, acorns come from oak trees, so that's always a nice reminder there. It's got gold cord. I'm going to turn it around so you can see this better. It's got gold cord wrapping along the handle, and then of course the ends trail off, giving kind of represent the magic flowing through the air. The rest of it is just solid brown. It's not a natural brown. This is not the natural color of the tree. This is a dyed wood stain, but it's an eco-friendly wood stain, of course, because all magic should respect the earth, so this is an eco-friendly brown wood stain. And this one does feature almost a fork at the end. It's got a little bit of a fork tip at the end, and not quite, but just enough to give a little bit of a hint of a fork tip, so just kind of gives the wand a little bit of style. Does that one speak to you? Would you give it a try there and see what you think? Go ahead and give it a wave. Try a spell. No? Alright, not a problem. We'll look at another one then. Now this one is a willow wand, so of course it's nice and flexible. These are really great if you're, just waiting somewhere and don't have a lot to do. You can always just bend your wand back and forth. It kind of keeps you busy. It's kind of like the magical equivalent of a fidget spinner, I guess. This wand is solid gold. Well, not solid gold, obviously, because it's a willow tree, but the color is solid gold, so it's painted with gilded. And the end has gold pyramid beads on the handle, and then there's this lovely little silver design all the way down the wand. It's actually raised a little bit, so it gives it a very unique feature. And this is certainly a very powerful wand. I've used this one a few times to clean up the back aisles, and it's got a lot of power in a thin shaft, so it's a good wand. I think I mentioned this one is 21 inches long, so in case wand length is important to you, why don't you give that one a try and see how that one works. Go ahead and give it a wave. No? Alright, not a problem. Just move on to another wand. Now this one is one of the newer wands that we've gotten into our collection. This is an ash wand, so ash is of course a very powerful wood. This one is unique in its color. It's one of the red wands. We don't have a lot of red wands, so it's always nice to have a red wand. We have wooden beads on the end here. As you can see, there are little raised areas along the shaft, and that's where the little fungi gets on the ash wood, and that just got painted right over when the maker made the color, so it gives it those unique shapes, especially right down here at the end. You can just really see the texture there from the ash fungus, so it's kind of a cool feature that not a lot of other types of wood have in their wands. On the end we have a swirled green ball, which is where the main source of the power comes from, and that's where most of the power comes out the end. And there's a lovely little silver wire wrap to give it a little bit of style. This wand is 15 inches long, and it's very sturdily made, so again, you can't play with it while you're waiting like the Willow Wand, but you don't have to worry about it breaking at all. So why don't you give that one a wave and see how it goes, okay? Still not a right fit? Okay, nope, that's not a problem at all. Like I said, some people go through dozens and dozens of these before they find the one that speaks to them, and it is important to wait until you find one that really speaks to you. So, not to worry, dear, we've got many more wands to go, and I'm sure that we'll find one just right for you. Now this is another ash wand. This one is 16 inches, so it's a little bit longer than the other one. This one has a similar feature with the ball on the end, but in this case the ball is on the handle and the end is blank on this one. So your power still comes out the end and the ball is the source at the handle. This wand has been painted white, and again it's got the ash feature of the fungus, which gives it the texture once it's been painted over. The ball is navy blue, and then it's got a little bit of a navy blue stripe right above it. And then it's got kind of a fun little handle here. I'll swirl it around so you can see it. It's kind of a cream and black stripe design, which lends almost a carnival air to it, you know, kind of reminiscent of that. So it's kind of a fun wand. So I'll let you just try that one out and see how that one feels to you. Go ahead and try a few spells with it. Alright, we'll move on then to another wand. Now this one is one of my personal favorites. This is the one that we have nicknamed the Gothic Wand. This one is 18 inches long. It's solid black down the shaft. This one is a walnut wand. So it's not one of the more common woods used in wands, but it does make a very good sturdy wand, so I don't know why they don't use it more often in wands. I guess they're usually using walnut for things more like, you know, tables and door frames and stuff like that, but it's a great wand wood as well, so we do use it in our wands. The handle on this wand is one of the most ornate that we sell. It's absolutely visually delighting. So it's got the little skull right on the end here, and then the silver wrapping around the actual handle part, and then the silvered bats, you know, they're on each side. And these are not actual silver, they're pewter, but you know, they do look very silver and they're very nice, and they've been kind of antiqued to give it that kind of gothic look and that gothic feel, you know. So this is a really striking wand to add to one's collection. So why don't you just give that a try and see if that one does anything for you. Yeah, you can do several spells, of course. You don't have to limit yourself to just one. Go ahead and get the feel of it. You know, you're test driving a wand, kind of, you know. So just go ahead and give it a few spells, a few waves, and see what it does for you. That one feels good? All right, do you think that's the one you'd like, or should I continue pulling out wands? That's the one you want? All right. Well then, why don't I meet you up front and we will check you out and you can enjoy your brand new Gothic wand. All right. It was very nice of you to come and see us today, dear. I'll just meet you right up there and we'll get you checked out.